No, the story that happened many, many years ago in the land far, far away called Shushan, that's it. Shushan was the capital city of Persia. And in there lived Jabba the Hutt. Or no, Ahmadinejad. What's his name? Achashverosh. Thank you. Achashverosh lived there, and he was just like Jabba the Hutt, huge. And he was married to a very pretty woman. Her name was Vashti. And one day he decided to throw a party. And he decided he'll call Vashti, and she'd perform in front of his friends to show her off. She was to be a famous belly dancer. So he wanted to show off her belly, not his belly, her belly. And she decided to come. She decided not to come. I'm not showing myself to your ugly friends, and they're all drunk. They're going to touch me and play with me. What? You dare telling me no? And all the guys, nobody listen to Jabba the Hutt anymore. So I'm not Jabba the Hutt. I'm Ahmadinejad. Achashverosh. I will show her. And he decided, that's it. She's out of the country. So now the party's over. And he wakes up with a terrible hangover. Vashti, where are my headache pills? No, Vashti, no, nobody. He just remembered. Who's going to give him the headache pill? Who's going to take care of him? Who's going to be babying him now? And one of these, he's drunk today, one of his advisors comes to him and says, maybe you should find another one, a better one. Yeah, but how am I going to find? Come on, you're the king. You have so many lands and so many. And you know me, I hate going out of this here place and looking for a woman now. We'll put an ad. I have an idea. We will have a contest. Instead of you going to them, all the pretty girls in the land will come to see you. They will all parade in front of you, and we'll call, like in Vegas, we'll have this pageant, and I want to be the next supermodel thing kind of contest. So they decided to throw in this huge other party, but this time for all the pretty women in the country, all of his countries. His country was huge, all the way from bordering China to Africa, huge land. So he had people coming from everywhere. It just happened that a simple man that was working in the court over there, his name was Mordecai. Thank you, Mordecai, yes. Marty, same thing. He overheard that they are having a contest, and he has this beautiful Hadassah. He was Jewish, and he didn't think that the king would go for a Jewish girl. So he said, how about we change your name to Madonna? Esther, right. So he changed from Hadassah to Esther. You go to the pageant. And sure enough, all those pretty women, and they were pretty, one after the other came, next. And when Esther walked, even all the way from the far away, when she walked in the room, like in Cinderella, when she walked in the room and the prince fell down like this, same thing. The Jabba the Hutt, whatever his name is, Achashverosh, had palpitation. He had to use his inhaler or whatever because he had a hard time breathing. And he got really excited, and he decided he'll marry her. He didn't ask for her religion. He didn't ask for anything. She was pretty. That's what he's looking for. She wasn't only pretty, she was also a very smart lady. So the country celebrated and had a whole party, and that's the end of the story. Oh, sorry, that's right. That was the end of the story, how she became the queen. The story just begins. Meanwhile, two of his bodyguards planned to assassinate him. What should he have all these pretty women, you know? We could have some of them. And it just happened. Mordecai overheard those guards talking, and he informed the king that he was about to be assassinated. And of course, they caught those guards and they took care of him. One day, the prime minister walks around, because he's the most important person in the country after the king, proud, and walks around, and everybody, hey, Prime Minister, what a great day. Hi, Prime Minister, Your Royal Highness. Everybody bows to him, except for this Sorin or whatever, sticking out there. And he's not bowing down to him. Hey, you, what's your name? I'm Marty. Marty, you can call me. Or Mordecai. Yes, why don't you bow down? I do bow down, but not to you. I bow down to God. I am just like a god. Nobody's above me besides the king in this country. So you better bow down. No. We have only one God, says Mordecai, and I bow only to him. What do you mean we? Who are you? We are the Jews. We, who live in your country sometimes. I think I'm going to take care of that. All of you Jews, off with your head. I am going to kill all the Jews. Morty didn't know what to do. He goes home very depressed, very upset. He was just celebrating his niece becoming a queen, and the next day he is about to die. Lucky for him, he didn't have to die yet. Haman had no time. This week I'm busy, next week I have my oldest son's wedding, my little son is going to the kindergarten, and I don't have to. We have to, you know what, I'll throw a lot. What day it will fall, that'll be it. And, it's Vegas, and he spins the wheel and whatever, and here we go. He got the date. The 14th day of Adar is the day that I will kill all the Jews, and trust me, I will throw a party. So, Mordecai goes upset, really, what I'm going to do. And he decides to go to speak to the queen. And he goes, and he rips his clothes, and he wears sacks, and he puts dirt on his face, on his head, and sits like in Shiva, in mourning for all of these people. Meanwhile, Esther sees how serious this stuff is, and she fasts 3 days. And she finally decides to go and see the king. But now you can't go to see the king even if you are a queen. In those days, the queen had their own castle. The king had his own huge castle, and she had a little castle right next by or whatever. If she needed to see him, she had to make an appointment, usually with Haman. So she decided to go and see him without, and she knew that every day at noontime he goes and sits in the yard, suntan. So she decides, she creeps in, and he again smells her perfume from far away, and he cheers up every time he gets this palpitation. And, my queen, what would you want from me? And up to half of my kingdom is yours. No, I don't want half your kingdom. I have you. But I need a favor from you, Your Royal Highness. Would you come to a party that I will throw tomorrow? A party? For me? Yeah, just for you. Your birthday's coming up. I'm not sure exactly the date, so I decided to do it then. Oh, and you can bring your best friend. What's his name? Your royal vizier, your prime minister. Thank you. And have him come too to the party. Okay, no problem. Thank you. I'll be there at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. He passes the message to Haman, and Haman is in heaven. Goes home and he tells his wife, look, Not only the king loves me, his wife loves me, and she invited me to a party in his house, and they're all celebrating and happy all about it. And he can't even sleep. So he goes to the castle and he walks around and then he counts the trees and I'm going to be dancing here and I'm going to put a statue here for me and a statue for a dead Jew over there and so on. And he's like, he doesn't know what to do overnight. He just walks around. And the king also can't sleep.
Yes.
He's got an idea. He can turn on the TV. No, he doesn't have TV, but he's got somebody else. He's got some guy who reads him stories. But to fall asleep, you just don't hear stories like a Purim story. You hear a story like, oh, last week you spent $700 on the cleaning of your royal garden. And 2 weeks ago you paid your cleaning services $500, but they give you a refund $600 and so on. So really boring stuff. Oh, and this guy Mordechai, the Jew, he saved your life. You say, what? He suddenly wakes up. He was about to fall asleep when he hears this. He saved my life. Who saved my life? Why did he save my life? Yeah, he found out that some guards were trying to kill you, and you informed our police, and we took care of it. Did anything do anything for him? Did we pay him back for saving my life? No, it doesn't say anything. Let me look around. No, nothing. Then I need one of my advisors. Who's up? Who's? Oh, there's Haman there. Keeps walking in the yard. You want me to call him? Yes. And Haman comes in. Hey, Haman, my trusted friend. I need your advice. What should I do to the man that I really care to honor? Wow, this is my real day. This is it. First, I'm the prime minister. Second, I get to kill all the Jews. Third, the queen is inviting me to a party. Now, the king wants to honor me. I got money. I don't need that anymore. Almost all the money I steal from the government anyway. So, what else can I got? I know. Let's the whole world know that the king really likes me. I know what you should do. Take your royal steed. You put the royal saddle, golden saddle on it, and dress him with your royal robe, and let's have somebody important proclaim, that's how you treat a man that the king likes to honor. That's a great idea. I knew I could count on you. I knew. Go do this to that guy Mordechai. Who? Mordechai, you know the guy who saved my life. Who? Mordechai the Jew. Yes, I know. He's depressed. He goes home now. He can fall asleep. Yeah, right. He can't sleep. He comes to even the party. He's a little depressed. And the queen says, oh, do you like the food, your Royal Highness? Oh, yeah. How about you, Haman? Do you like the cookies? Yes, I do. And your Royal Highness, I threw this party just for you, but also I want to ask you something, another favor. Anything for you, till half of my kingdom. I got half of your kingdom. All I want is to live to spend half of your kingdom. What do you mean to live? Are you about to die? Yes. There's this guy who's trying to kill me. Not again. Don't tell me another 2 guards trying to kill somebody here. First it was the guys who are trying to kill me, and now who is trying to kill you? He's right here in this room. He wants to kill me and the rest, and my family, and all of my people. Ooh! It's Haman! The king got so angry with all his huge body, got out. He didn't even want to yell anymore to call the guards. He walks out to get them this time. He goes out, and Haman, please forgive me, I didn't mean to. And he jumps in, she sits on the bed like this, like that fancy thing. And he jumps on like this and he holds her legs, please. And here comes the king with the 2 big guards behind him, those big swords. sees Haman grabbing his wife's legs on her bed. Exactly. Guards, take him away. And give me that ring. What's that guy name that we have to do this to? Mordechai. Yeah, we'll give him that ring. He's a smart dude. He saved my life. And the next day, they built a gallows, right? 11 of them. 11 gallows. And it was just the day for Purim. Just the day that they were about to kill all the Jews. And they were about to get ready to kill them. But quickly, very quickly, the king had to send, well, of course, with the advice of Mordechai, who knew all those things, the Achashtar Panim. Do you know that's the longest word in the Bible? It's the longest word found in the Bible. There's two things about this book. You will never find in that story the name of God, and it has the longest word in the Bible. Achashtar Panim is the word messengers. So he sent all the messengers with notes that the Jews can protect themselves. And they were saved, and because they were saved, they had a party, and we remember it all the way to today. And if you forget it by next year, I'll be here probably telling you the story again.